Hi everyone. You're very welcome to this session today where you'll hear about a new and very exciting degree at Ulster University, the BSc Honours International Business. I'm Dr. Shirley Barrett. I'm a lecturer at the university for almost 25 years. I'm the Associate Head of Department and very fortunate to be working on the beautiful Magee campus. And of course I'm also the course director for this degree, and what that means is that I'm the person really who has overall responsibility for the course, and I work very closely with my colleagues in our course team to ensure that the course we design and develop and deliver is the best that it can be, and that your experience as a student is the best that it can be also. So with that in mind, I'm delighted to introduce you to the BSc Honours International Business, which is an international degree for an international career. So what are we going to cover in our time together today? Well, we're going to cover why you would want to study international business at Ulster. What will you learn? How will you be taught? How are we going to support you through your learning? And also to think about your future careers as well. So let's start with our first. Why study international business at Ulster? Well, there are many reasons, but given that time is not endless here, I'm going to focus on three key ones for you. The first is the excellent teaching support that we offer in our department on the Magee campus. It's a very friendly and intimate learning environment, one in which we offer one-to-one mentoring, small seminar groups, and also skills development that's built into our curriculum. The Magee campus is a great place to study, and Derry is a very young and a very vibrant city. It's a city with a big town feel. The campus itself is very friendly, beautiful buildings, old and new, overlooking the River Foyle. It really is a beautiful place with a great sense of community. And our philosophy is develop each student who comes to us as a whole. And what that means really is that we teach you and support you to develop a range of skills that we know employers look for. And we do this in group settings, but we also do it in smaller groups and also in a one-to-one. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. The second reason why you would want to study international business at Ulster is that we have top-class teaching facilities and a beautiful new state-of-the-art teaching block that was really designed with the student in mind. And I mentioned to you that we have both old and new buildings on the Magee campus, and we have beautiful historic buildings like what's often referred to as the Hogwarts building, in which we have the Great Hall, and then we have our state-of-the-art teaching blocks, which really is something to be seen. It's lots of pods and seating and social areas where a student can work and congregate over a coffee or a bite of lunch. And then the third important reason why you'd want to study international business at Ulster is the industry relationships and the placement opportunities and internship opportunities that we have. And of course the annual prizes that we have from our industry employers, and the opportunities that we give you to develop links to professional bodies. So we're very proud of our strong links with industry. What that means is that our students have really good opportunities to avail of placements and internships, and we have strong industry involvement in our course as well that informs our course, and we bring in guest lecturers from industry as well. And then we have links to professional bodies like the Institute for Export and International Trade. And of course, being an international degree, you then of course have the option to study at home, to do a study abroad, or to do your placement at home or overseas. So we've built that variety and that choice into the program for you. So what will you learn when you are with us at Ulster? Well, you'll learn about business practices in a global setting. And to study international business, you're going to study a range of topics. And this is not an exhaustive list. It's really just to give you a sense of what is involved. So how do you manage in a global business environment? You'll need to know about accounting and finance on a global scale, global strategic management, international marketing, data analysis, how you manage people across cultures and countries. And crucially, you will also gain knowledge and expertise in international trade management, in export and import management, in operations and supply chain management, and never has this been more important than the world in which we live in today. And that's really what makes our international degree different and relevant. It's that emphasis on trade, export, import, borders and customs management, all of which are critical areas for the world in which we live in today. And the course content has been designed to focus on your practical skills that really are in high demand by employers across a range of sectors. And this is something that's very close to my heart. For many years, I've been focused on ensuring that our students develop the types of skills that will carry them through life personally and professionally. And you begin to learn and develop as an individual at university. And university really is an opportunity not just to gain a degree that's valued by industry, and of course that is a primary focus, but it's also an opportunity for you to learn and grow as a person, to learn how to navigate through life, to meet challenges when they arise and to avail of opportunities when they present themselves, and to build the sort of resilience and the confidence and so many other important life skills that are really important as you move forward beyond university. And the development of these skills are built into this degree. Things like creativity, adaptability, your digital skills, your ability to work as part of a team, how to communicate effectively, to build your confidence, your culture awareness, your resilience, and also your leadership potential as well. And apart from that, we obviously cover current issues and trends that really make the course extremely relevant to today's industry. Our full-time degrees are 4 years in duration, and that includes a paid placement year, or a study abroad option is included also, so it's whichever really that you prefer. So you have that option to do that placement year or study abroad in year 3. That is your decision. But we do encourage you to make the most of that opportunity, because in our long experience, students who do a placement year or a study abroad year gain the sort of experience and learn life skills that are really so important that they're carried beyond just that year. And of course, it's always a very good thing to be able to show employers that you have exposed yourself to those experiences and that you've done well in that. In fact, many of our graduates do so well on placement that they're offered jobs by that employer whenever they graduate. So we encourage you to do it, but for those who opt to do it, and most do, we also support and guide you throughout that year. So you have that opportunity. But we also offer that support and guidance throughout all of your years, because we appreciate that each of your years are different. First year is about making that transition to higher education. Second year is where you start to settle in and learn to build those skills. And third year is your placement or study abroad. And final year then is where you really build on everything that you have learned and developed. And that really is part of our role to help you through that. So how will you be taught? Well, the university structure across all of our courses would be 6 modules per year. You take 3 modules per semester, and typically there are 3 direct contact hours per module. Now that might not seem like an awful lot, but at university you are reading for a degree. So you really are investing your time in personal study, and we guide and advise you on what you should be doing and how to do it so that you can become an independent learner. So in addition to the contact hours you have with your lecturers, developing you as that independent learner is really important, and part of that is us helping you to learn how to engage with and to use effectively all of the resources that we provide you with, the learning resources, whether they're IT resources or library resources or dedicated skills development. In part of the teaching experience as well, there will always be assessment, and that will be a combination of both group assessment and individual assessment. But certainly there's a shift towards more coursework based assessment, so many of our modules will be 100% coursework assessed as opposed to having an exam attached to it. There will be a combination of online resources coupled with face-to-face teaching, so that when you are finished having those contact hours with us every week, we are still in touch with you in that online environment and Blackboard, where we furnish you with information and opportunities to talk to us and so on. And you can be assured that you have friendly staff on our course team. It's something that we are quite well known for. It's really important for us to know that you are supported individually while you are with us at university. And we offer that through a variety of ways, whether that's on a one-to-one basis. We generally have an open door policy, and now that we're thankfully, moving out of COVID and back on campus fully, where, you can knock on the door or just send us an email and pop over and talk to us. We offer very good pastoral support for our students, so our relationship with our students isn't just confined to the classroom. We get to know our students very well and have very good relationships with them and learn about them as an individual as opposed to just being a student. And that part of that comes from us having that close and friendly community atmosphere at Magee. And then of course that's supplemented by all of the resources that we offer you as well. And of course small class sizes are wonderful because it gives you that opportunity to hear other people's voices as well as use your own voice within that room, and to learn from, not just learn from who is teaching you in that room, but also to learn from each other. And of course we would offer a range of additional services to our students to make sure that all of your needs are met whilst at university. And you will recall I mentioned to you the opportunities that you have for that real world experience, whether it's a placement year or study abroad. And we make sure that you're fully prepared for that during your second year, where we have a dedicated member of staff who will take you through that whole preparation for placement process and applying for the type of role that you would like. And we also bring in industry speakers that give you a sense of what the opportunities out in the workplace are for you as well. And of course, there are many benefits to getting that real world experience through that study abroad or placement year. And it's not just the skills and the knowledge that you develop, it's also how you mature during that year. It's developing your networking skills in business. It's developing your knowledge of industry. It's putting that important experience on your CV. And it's helping you to make that step whilst at university into the graduate employment marketplace. And of course, that real world experience isn't limited just to that year 3. We have a very strong focus on things like industry-led assignments, industry speakers, where we bring in guest lecturers, professional bodies who deliver a range of talks and seminars, and also bring our students out to enjoy site visits as well. And those industry-led assignments have very practical assessment application to industry. So in final year, we've developed a module around an international consulting and research project. And this is very much focused on the workplace and employers, and it provides you, the student, with an opportunity to gain very practical experience of both domestic and international business, and to develop and further enhance your knowledge and understanding of how theory can inform practice in most cases. My colleague Adele coordinates this module, and she has lots of experience and industry contacts, and the module is so enjoyable and so worthwhile and valuable to the student. And by the time you get to final year, you will be ready to get stuck into this module. You'll be taught on our beautiful Magee campus, which I know I've mentioned more than once so far in this talk with you. And the Magee campus, of course, is in that unique position to learn in that international trade setting, because, of course, we're on the border with the Republic of Ireland. We're also part of, Northern Ireland bordering the UK and the rest of Europe. And of course, international business graduates are in very high demand for their technical and their professional skills. International is the future. So much has changed in terms of international trade and business that graduates of the international business degree will be in high demand. Now, in terms of graduate careers, honestly, the list is too long. The world is a very big place, and this degree covers so many aspects of international business that it really is your choice which field you want to go into, or in reality, with the nature of work, you will probably work in different aspects of business over a number of years, to build that experience for yourself. So there really is a long list of potential careers, and we can't go through all of them here, but I wanted to give you a sense of the type of career opportunities that would be open to you as a graduate of the international business degree. For those who are interested in regulatory affairs and compliance, then there are management positions available in that. For those who are interested in data analysis, then there's data scientist positions. Marketing executive for those marketers out there, public relations, business advice, business analyst, working in human resources on an international scale, procurement manager, product manager. The list really is endless. And in case I haven't mentioned how great the Magee campus is, let me do that now. We're located in the Northwest. We are Northern Ireland's second city, the fourth largest city on the island of Ireland, even though we have that lovely big town feel, which I always love about Derry. There's a very vibrant nightlife. It's a very beautiful city. And we're very proud of our cultural heritage here, and the cultural festivals and the city festivals that we have as well. And it's also one of the most affordable places to live in the UK. So as we come towards the end of this talk about the BSc International Business, this slide really is designed to give you just that synopsis of much of what we've covered today. An overview of the course and the currency and the relevance of having an international business degree, and understanding international boundaries and cultures and everything that is important in operating in what is now a global business environment. What you will learn in terms of the wide range of modules that you will cover as part of this degree, how we'll teach you, and the range of environments in which we will do that to enhance your learning experience, to give you that opportunity for real world experience, whether that is through placement or through study abroad, the range of careers that will be open to you as a graduate of an international business degree, and of course the other information in terms of the campus and the course code. And of course, it's always important to remind our current and prospective students that our courses are reviewed continually to make sure that they are as relevant and current for employers in the marketplace, but also to take advantage of new teaching approaches and how we can incorporate those into the student experience, and also to include developments in research, industry developments, and also developments across the various professions. So any changes to modules you'll be made aware of year on year. And of course, if you need any other information or you want to have a chat, then just contact me or any member of the course team. And an alternative source of additional information, of course, is ulster.ac.uk, or you can email study@ulster.ac.uk. And if you already know that the BSc International Business is the course for you, then we will be delighted to receive your application. And of course, you can apply through ucas.com. So that concludes our talk for today about the BSc International Business. It is Destination Ulster, and I hope that we can look forward to welcoming you to the BSc International Business at our Magee campus very soon.